Leader Muammar Gaddafi coming to Canada. Now, this is not an official visit, and Gaddafi was not invited, but there will be a member of the Harper government there to meet him when his plane touches down in Newfoundland. The CBC's Terry Milewski is in Pittsburgh covering the G20 Leaders Summit and has more on this tonight. Terry.
Well, Peter, the bridges are closed and downtown Pittsburgh is practically deserted tonight because of a security lockdown, but there was a whiff of tear gas earlier to remind us that at least some protesters are around to welcome the leaders of the G20. Demonstrations have become an essential backdrop to such summits. In this case, an economic summit, which the protesters allege overlooks the needs of the poor.
I order all those assembled to immediately disperse.
But these protesters never got close to the summit site, and the fact is that unlike the traditional G8 summits of the industrial elite, the G20 does include China and India and Brazil. It's not a rich man's club.
The Right Honourable Stephen Harper.
Besides that, the G20 leaders, hosted by President Barack Obama, seem eager to crack down on the very fat cats the protesters complain about, in part by regulating banks and bankers' pay.
Canadian press, over there.
Good. Got it, guys?
وبالتالي لا يسمى مجلس أمن.
It should not be called the Security Council, it should be called the Terror Council.
Still, every summit has its outside distraction, and it's arrived already in the form of Muammar Gaddafi.
Somalis are not pirates. We are the pirates.
No, he's not in the G20, but it turns out that the mercurial Libyan leader, after a rambling rant to the UN General Assembly yesterday, is stopping in Newfoundland next week on his way home. Plus, Foreign Minister Lawrence Cannon will call on Gaddafi. So, why? Harper's team in Pittsburgh scrambled to explain that it's not an official visit and that Cannon is only there to scold Gaddafi.
And Minister Cannon will be voicing Canada's strong disapproval over the hero's welcome that the Lockerbie bomber got when he returned to Libya.
Now, Peter, I just spoke to the mayor of St. John's, Dennis O'Keefe, and he says that Colonel Gaddafi is coming on Tuesday, leaving on Wednesday, and that he wants rooms for his retinue of 130 people, plus he wants 60 cars, plus he says Gaddafi wants a nice piece of Newfoundland property where he can pitch his Bedouin tent. Apparently they haven't found anywhere yet. So Gaddafi may not be on the agenda here in Pittsburgh, but he still is a diplomatic hot potato that must be handled somehow in Newfoundland. Peter.
All right, Terry, thanks very much. Terry Milewski in Pittsburgh. Well, just about everything we've ever been told about